Hey everybody, it's Jen from Jen Plans, and I have some new Erin Condren goodies to show you that I'm really excited about. And I know I say I'm really excited every video, but I am. It's so much fun getting new planner stuff. The Erin Condren team sent me these really beautiful new softbound notebooks along with some of the new markers and pens. And so I just wanted to take you through and kind of show you what the new stuff is so that you can see it for yourself. These softbound notebooks, I believe, are replacing the hardbound notebooks. If you're familiar with the hardbound notebooks, I have one here to kind of show you. They have obviously a hard cover, and they're like, you know, square bound. So I don't know what the reason is that they're replacing these, but I saw an answer on one of the, I think it was an Instagram post that they said these are replacing the hardbound notebooks. So anyway, these are 4 of the new colors. There are more, and I believe that the insides come in both dot grid as well as lined. I don't know if they'll come in blank. Those are the 2 that I know for sure. And then I think you can choose, I want to say probably that the cover corresponds to the color foil that you will get. 3 of these have the gold, and then the purple one has a silver, so you can see it matches the foil on the edge of the pages. And then they each have a little bookmark, but the big difference is that 2 big differences. One, they're very bendy. Is that like from a Friends episode? I'm very bendy. They're very bendy and flexy. And the other is that they lay flat. So I'm not a lefty, but if you are a lefty, I know that it's hard to find notebooks that you can write in where your hand isn't caught on the coil. So this is super exciting, I think, for the lefties. If I was a lefty, I'd be super excited about this one. And then the other cool part is that if you have an on-the-go folio, this is, I think, I don't know what they call this, teal or aqua, or what they call this color. But if you have one of these and you keep other like petite planners inside, these will fit. So you can put them right into the folio, and it's like the right size. I think they're like not quite as wide as the petite planners, which is fine. I mean, they still fit inside really, really nicely. It actually gives you a little bit more room for that band on the other side. So if you like carrying things around here and you want something that's a little more substantial than the petite planner, this is a great way to carry it around, and it fits really, really nicely. You probably could fit, this is pretty big. You probably could fit 4. You could definitely fit 3. But you could probably fit 4 inside. So it would fit really nicely if you like carrying it around that way. So like I said, this is the new softbound. I was gonna do 2 separate videos, one for like pen and marker testing and one to show you these, but it kind of makes sense to do them together. So I'm gonna do pen and marker testing, the new pens and markers in the new softbound journals. The paper on the inside is just like the planner and notebook paper. It's nice and thick. It's the new upgraded paper. I keep wanting to like separate pages, but it's just all one page. So they're nice and thick. This one is dot grid. These I think are the lined. And then I'm pretty certain that you can personalize the front of them on the website. So I'll link all of this stuff below so that you can check them out if you want to on the page. So I think I'll use this one for the testing for now. I want to say about these sets. Okay, so there are two different types of like writing utensils that are new. One is the gel pen and one is the dual tip marker. And they each come in like a couple different colorways. It looks like they kind of split them up by colorway. So these are gel. If you're familiar with like a roller ball, it's not ballpoint, it's like, you know, roller ball, kind of like a, you know, any other gel pen that you would use. And it's a 0.38 tip for this classic color set, and then also the neon, not the neon, the brights. The neon set, which is like, kind of like, they're like highlighter colors. The neon set is actually a 0.7 tip. So these are gonna write just a little bit thicker than these, but these are the gel pens. And then the markers are, I don't know the different points, but there are two different points on these. The first one is like the thicker, more bold, I guess, marker point. And then the other side is a more fine point. Actually, it's a very fine point. I don't know the exact I should look that up. I'll try and look it up and put it in the comments if I can. But anyway, these are the new, and so every marker has dual tips. So these are the new markers. And like I said, they come in these like different colorways. So depending on which ones you like, I know some people like just like your plain standard colors. So that would be like this pack, which they call Earth. You have garnet, wine, pine, sapphire, chocolate, and black. So that's gonna be like your more standard. And then Tropics is kind of just like a brighter version of like a solid mix, but you have like your blue and your red and, you know, kind of the more common colors. And then the other three are kind of, I think, in a different category. Like these three are more tones. So like you have your purples, your blues, and then your warms. Sunrise, ocean, and twilight are the three colors for this. So they're so pretty. There are so many colors. And I think you can buy this as a, at least I did. I bought this one as a bundle. So I think you can buy it as a bundle. If not, that would have been a recent change because I think I got those in a bundle. But then these come separately. So I'm gonna start with, I'll start with the gel pens, and I'll try and zoom in a little bit so that you can see them. They write, it takes them a second to like get going, like most gel pens. All right, so I'll start with the classic colors. And I'm gonna speed it up so you won't hear me talking. I'll just write a little bit and then I'll kind of slow it down and give you like a recap just with my thoughts. So this is the designer gel pen set. I'm gonna try and turn it a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. But these are pretty thin, and you could probably tell when I was writing through these for the first time, it took a little bit, more so for the brights than the others. The other two were okay, but it took a second to get the ink flowing. Once it flows, it's fine. But these are kind of, like I said, your more standard colors, classic. Brights are, they're bright, but they're also kind of like pastel-y a little bit, I guess. Does that make sense? And then the neons are thicker. I mean, you can kind of tell looking at it, they're thicker. These would be great for like study notes if you're a student or if you just like to write in neon. But they would complement highlighters really, really well. So these are the gel pens. So let me know what you think in the comments. I'm gonna go through and do the markers next. Okay, first of all, who knows how to spell chartreuse? I don't. So anyway, these are the two that are like not specific one color theme. These are the earth and the tropics that you can tell, obviously the first two colors in each are the same, garnet and wine. If you have, I had a couple questions on an Instagram post for the people who got the old set that just had the red, blue, and black, if it was the same color scheme. And I think black obviously is definitely the same. I think the red is for sure different. The blue might be different. So I'm gonna write it next to these just so that you can see if you have this old set. Because I had some people saying like, I have the old set, I don't know if I should get this one. But I wanted you to see just what it looks like next to it. So this is from the, like from the original set of threes, the red. So you can tell already the red is, I'll hold it up so you can see it a little bit closer. It's like a softer red. And the blue, I can't tell with the blue. I feel like my eyes are playing tricks on me. Sometimes it looks the same and sometimes it looks a little different. So that's the blue. And then the black is the same. I'll write it just because it'll bother me if I don't. And then I'll hold it up so that you can see. But if you have these, I know that was a question that some people had. Okay. So I don't know. What do you think? The red obviously is different. The blue is, to me, too close to call. The black is the same. But anyway, these are the colors up close. Garnet, wine, pine, sapphire, chocolate, black, and then the tropics, garnet, wine, salmon, chartreuse, that I can't spell. Why did I put an A in there? I don't know why. Emerald and turquoise. And like I said, the pages are like the thick pages like the planner. You can see a little bit of ghosting on the thicker side, but not for the other part. So you can feel free to use these markers in the planner or in the softbound journals or softbound notebooks or the regular notebooks. So I'll do the other three color sets, but these are the two that are kind of like more, I don't know, the earth and tropics theme. So these are the color themed marker packs. So Sunrise, fuchsia, light pink, salmon, dark orange, nectarine, and peach. The Twilight set is purple, wine, amethyst, lavender, lilac, and orchid. And then the Ocean set is cornflower, sapphire, navy, turquoise, mermaid, and teal. Really, really pretty. I don't know which one is my favorite. And you can see on the back, kind of the same thing. A little bit of ghosting for the thicker ones. The thinner ones are just fine though. Ooh, I didn't show you the back of the gel. Let's look at those. Where are those? Here. So these are the gel pens. Pretty much nothing on the back of those. I mean, you can kind of see a slight little bit of shadowing, but I think once those are down and you've written other things there, you probably can't. So these are all the new markers and pens. What do you guys prefer? Do you like writing with gel or do you prefer markers? The markers kind of remind me of like, I mean, they're porous points, so they're like a, you know, like a Papermate flare kind of feel when you write. I like the way the bolder point looks, but I love the way that the thinner one feels like when you're writing. And they have like varying degrees of like richness, like the turquoise and the lilac and the peach are all like kind of a lighter, like they're not as concentrated. But some of the other ones really are, like the fuchsia and the dark orange and the amethyst and the navy and the teal are all, you know, all of the ones like that are a little more bold. And then you have the ones that are kind of in the middle, like nectarine and lavender. But it's just a really good mix of colors. So if you're looking for a good mix, pick up the set. I love them. I use these a lot in journals and notebooks. I use the same pen I've always used for like a million years in my actual planner. I don't know if I'll ever be able to bring myself to switch from that, but I love using these in notebooks and for work and things like that. So these are all the different pens, and these of course are the softbound notebooks. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to see what your favorites are, and leave any questions in the comments. I've linked everything below in case you want to pick some up yourself or check them out on the Erin Condren website. And I hope you guys like them as much as I do. Thanks so much for watching.